Yes! That's beautiful. Alright guys, today we have the Canik Rival S. We also have the polymer Rival version, so we're going to compare them hand in hand, and I'll tell you what I like, and then you can see what you like. This video is made possible by our sponsor over at We The People Holsters. Go check them out. Use promo code TOPSHOT25 for 25% off your whole order. Inside the waistband, outside the waistband, Kydex, and you can choose ones like I did. This is their handcrafted leather holster. Premium patriotic cows, that is it. Yes, smells good. And of course, no gun rig is complete without a good sturdy belt, so you can check out their synthetic ones, or this is their leather with a scuba nylon on the inside, kind of neat. And while you're there, get the jerky. This is bacon jerky. Nothing's more American than that. Remember, TOPSHOT25 for 25% off. Now let's get to shooting. All right, fellas. The Canik Rival S, S meaning for steel. We also have the polymer version right here. And I'll be honest, I got the polymer version a few months ago and I just couldn't get into it that much because I already have the SFX. We have a video in the past on the SFX and the SFT. And I love the SFX. I ended up carrying it all hunting season, and go check out any of my videos. You'll probably see it on my hip. This Rival, the SFX Rival, this is their Dark Side. The trigger wasn't quite as good as the SFX, and it may just be that I got a bum one. Got great little take up, and then it just had just a touch of mush, just a touch. It's still a good trigger, but it wasn't as good as my regular SFX. Maybe I needed to break it in. Not sure. So the steel showed up the other day though, and I was like, oh yes. Because what I always rave about the Caniks is the amazing trigger. It has this 90-degree aluminum trigger, and we'll just go ahead and get right into it. Okay, there's our safety, there's our take-up, and then there's the brake. And there's no creep, and it's like it should be. So maybe I just got a bum one with that Dark Side Rival, but this one was great. And at first I just kept just caressing it, honestly, because that chrome steel is just so smooth and sleek compared to what we're always used to with some other guns. It was just machined and finished and polished so well. It was just fun to just hold. This is what we would always strive for in the competition world. And, you know, I've got an XDM that I had souped up, which the souping up is going to cost more than the gun itself, for sure. I had a Glock 34 that was trash that we had to soup up. And it goes on. Well, the cool thing is the Canik Rival S is really everything you're striving for a competition gun, but you just one and done, buy it and you have it and it's good. You don't have to do anything to it. In fact, this thing comes with such a huge accessory box. I think it's 6 optics mounts, a good set of iron sights, adjustable fiber optic, also co-witness mounts for certain more compact red dots that you can, so you can still have your rear sight and go with them. And you can see my little charging handle there. That's an option that goes onto the optic mount itself. I like it because I end up grabbing my optic just because it's there and it's easy to grab, coming in over 40 ounces. So here's the deal though. If I had to choose between them both, just on the draw, I'm like, oh, this is so much lighter. If I was doing kind of a multi-purpose, like home defense, some tactical classes, and some competition on the side, I might still go with the polymer. But boy, just for range day fun, and if you're going pure competition, you're going to want the steel because of that extra weight. It makes it a smooth shooter. And when you're talking a 40-ounce pistol with just a 9mm, light and slide and all that, it's nice and it's fun. You got all the regular Canik things. You know, the first thing I did was put on their magwell funnel just because I like it, and it makes it nice and easy to go home. But here's something else. So if we can show inside, I'm not sure. I may have to open the slide. Maybe that'll help. What I noticed was you have all these lightened cuts inside the frame itself, but that also makes it, as well as the polished steel, stupid fast to slide a mag in with no drag at all. We've got a primary arms, just basic optic on here is a 3 MOA. You have your lightened cuts, some very aggressive grooves for charging, a fluted, as I guess, a barrel there, and then on both sides, the pistol is very ambidextrous. You've got these bolted on. See, it's not a takedown lever. Your takedown lever's here, and of course your slide stop, but this little panel is just kind of a race gun grip for that thumbs forward. You can just grab it and grip it, and it just runs. So that's enough talking about it. Let's run it. One bad primer. I guess I'm used to other guns, so when I pick this one up and start shooting right out the gate, I'm like, wow, it's just flat, it's flat. So let's shoot the polymer version and see if, what we feel the difference is. So the polymer version with the Canik optic, that is Canik's, their own little red dot sight. Let's see what happens. It rises so much more, and I actually feel it a little bit in my hand. It's just a 9. Normally you just go with it, but the contrast is crazy. I mean, it works and it's still decent, but man, the steel one, and I wasn't all about the hype. Walther came out with their Q5, whatever steel, and I'm like, cool, it's metal and it's heavy. But it took my hands to getting on the gun. Wow, that holster retention is tight. Anyway, to really appreciate the steel, but we're gonna keep having fun. We're gonna try some recoil comparisons. We have this 80 grain plus P from Fort Scott, and I figured, that may be a good one to see how the steel recoils compared to the just regular Rival. Being a solid copper CNC lathe bullet, it's got to be accurate. So we're at 15 yards. We have that made target silhouette right there. Let's just put 5 on and see what we're doing. We're just gonna, we never do this real slow stuff. Kind of expected a little better. Let's go look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. My point of aim was right here. So we got a little bit of creep to the right, but it works. This is dumb, but we're gonna do it anyway. Since we have this 80 grain plus P, I'm like, can we hit a target at 200 yards? So we put a camera out there, we put a Firebird in the middle. If I hit dead center on that 2-inch Firebird, I get a prize. The boom is the prize. All right, 200 yards. I'm gonna give it about 5-6 feet. 5-6 feet was the right call. All right, going again. Come on, I want a boom. Oh, I got it again. That's 200 yards. Got it. I think I knocked the Firebird off because it doesn't look like it has a black dot anymore. It could just be swinging though. See how many rounds we got left. Yes! That is cool. Okay, and yes, the rig, this is the Kopfjager Reaper rail. Of course, it's usually made for rifles, but if it's got a rail on it, why not? Let's go see our group. I was so close. So I think that was the second hit. You can see I damaged the Firebird target right on the edge, and it didn't didn't blow it. If those had been lead bullets, it probably would have fragged. But these copper bullets stay together so much. Anyway, we got 4 rounds on target. If I emptied that mag, I think I had 12 in it. So, yeah, it's 200 yards, but we got some. Well, that's fun. All right. Oh, it's warm too, so I can hold it down here. I guess that's it for the Rival SS from Canik. The only thing I would change, just because I was messing with my VP9 the other day, is the ergonomics of that VP9. It's like it was molded in clay. If Canik could incorporate some of that on their next model, because I know they just keep coming out with better and better models, it'd be pretty awesome, because the trigger rocks, the steel is awesome, and it runs great, and it's also plenty accurate. So I think it retails around $8.99 for that whole package, but you know, we're talking a holster and everything that comes with that. So it's a pretty neat thing to jump into if you're wanting in the competition market or just want a neat, fun plinker that can do a lot of stuff. You can go check it out. Thanks for stopping by today, guys. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye. Did you see that? I came in like a wrecking ball. Oh, perfect! Yeah!